talking about Meatloaf's Bad Out of Hell 2 from 1993. This one was I'm gonna go first if that's okay, because I really want to this was an album that to me was it took a while for me to break into it because Meatloaf's a guy. He was, excuse me, he could rest in peace, of course, Marvin Lee a day, Meatloaf himself. But he was known for his operatics, with Jim Steinman as the writer of all of his songs, and he was just the rock opera singer that he was. But this album was the sequel album to Bad Out of Hell from 1977, which went on to become one of the best-selling albums of all time. Up until this point, you had records like Dead Ringer for Love, which was 81 or 82, if I'm not mistaken. And there was another album in the 80s. I forget which one it was called specifically, but Jim Steinman and me kind of parted ways, and they came back together for this record. It does contain the hit single "I Do Anything for Love, But I Won't Do That," which I'm sure we'll talk about in a little bit about that song and whatnot. But yeah, this is a record that really, like, for 1993. Coming off of the heels of some disappointing records in Meatloaf's career without Jim Steinman in writing or being a part of him whatsoever, they really went back into hell, pun intended, to make this record. And it really does show, to me at least, their songs on here that are much harder edge, like guitar wise and sound wise and production wise. I'm gonna get over to the track list in a second, but just a record that I really enjoy quite a bit more than I thought I did. So leading up to this review, I was like, yeah, let's talk about this one because it turns 30 years old this year. It was a commercial success. It sold over 14 million records worldwide. It debuted on the Billboard 200 #1. And as I said, it contains the hit song, "I Do Anything for Love, But I Won't Do That." My track listing as follows here. I'm going to read them off really quick to you. "I Do Anything for Love, But I Won't Do That." Guest stars by Lorraine Crosby. I think Mike and I talked about her at work one day, actually. "Life is a Lemon and I Want My Money Back." "Rock and Roll Dreams Come Through." "It Just Won't Quit." "Out of the Frying Pan and Into the Fire." "Objects in the Rearview Mirror may appear closer than they are." "Wasted Youth." "Everything Louder Than Everything Else." "Good Girls Go to Heaven, Bad Girls Go Everywhere." The instrumental "Back into Hell." And Lost Boys and Golden, which kind of fades into Lost Boys and Golden Girls. This is a long record. So if you're listening to us and you're watching us, whatever, and you're not into like long songs or long albums, this might not be one for your taste or liking. But it's outside of the hit single, the radio edit of "I Do Anything for Love." This, it had some other good songs on there, but it's just, if you're not into long songs, then I don't recommend this personally. But if you are into like operatic and long, drawn out segments of songs and whatnot, then go for it. This might be for you, actually. I'm going to do something I've never done before in this show. I'm going to rate every song 1 out of 10 because I actually did some hardcore homework for this one, especially. I know Mike's like, "Oh my God, he did it."
Yeah, this is icon. This is a historical, iconical moment. I'm just making up words just to be
Making up
able to
words
take this in.
just for this
Yeah,
moment.
man.
This is truly a word. We've done 71 episodes of our show, and I've never done this before. So, but here we go. "I Do Anything for Love, But I Won't Do That." At 12 minutes long, this is a 10 out of 10 song. I love this song. I don't listen to the radio edit when I go on Spotify or go on YouTube. I actually listen to the full 12 minutes, and it takes up a lot of my time. But I do love that cut so much. And for those of you who don't know, the "but I won't do that" part, he's not gonna cheat on you. That's the whole bit of the song towards the end of it. Just saying. The people have gone on record like, "What's the "I don't do that" part?" They don't explain it. They actually do. It says,
So actually, her taxes. They actually,
exactly.
yeah, he's really Milos not big on financial, kind of
Yes. Marvin
number
Lee Day,
crunching. So
he was not that big on
yeah,
doing his taxes, whatever. Regardless, though, 10 out of 10 track, truly and I actually watched. Just want a side note as well. I saw the Neverland Express with their new singer who replaced Meatloaf recently. And they played all 12 minutes of this song live, and it was awesome. It was so cool. I saw them back in April. It was really cool. If you have a chance to see the Neverland Express, just want to put that out there. It's still his Meatloaf's band without him singing because he's dead. But there's a new singer from American Idol. I think the guy's name is Caleb Johnson. He actually sings all these songs for you. It's a unique thing to see. Next track is Life is a Lemon, I Want My Money Back. There's something so sarcastic about these lyrics. It's a 10 out of 10 track as well. There's a couple 10 out of 10s right off the bat here. You go from I Do Anything for Love, but I went to that, which is like a power ballad, but really long. Then you get to Life is a Lemon, and the chorus kicks in, the guitar kicks in, and it is banging rocking. I love this song to death, and I forgot how much I loved it listening to it again. Great track, 8 minutes of just pure unadulterated teenage angst and rage in one song. It's great. Love to see it. Rock and Roll Dreams come through. Actually, another 10 out of 10 for me. This song is I used to skip Life is a Lemon and go straight to this song. But then as I for whatever reason, I love like the choir in the background. I love the different stuff, different feelings of like in the song itself. And it's still a Meatloaf rock song. It's still a great song. But to me, it's like I used to skip Life is a Lemon, but now back to back, 3 out of 3 are here, 10 out of 10 for all three of these. I Do Anything for Love, Life is a Lemon, and Rock and Roll Dreams come through. 3 10 out of 10s for me right here off the bat. I love those 3 cuts right off the bat. Then you get into I Just Won't Quit, which is not a bad song for me. It's a solid like 7 out of 10. Truthfully, it's not bad. It's just it doesn't hold the candle to the first 3 in my opinion. It's not bad. It's just it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't hold a candle. It's not as close as I skip it more frequently than I thought I did. It doesn't have that recognizability to me at least. And then so 7 out of 10 for there. Out of the Frying Pan Into the Fire, this is a solid 8 out of 10. The guitar work on there is incredible. Jim Steinman knew what he wanted out of these songs, and the harder it got, the better it was. I do love that song, Out of the Frying Pan Into the Fire. The guitar work on that is really solid, in my opinion. And then you get to the second longest song on the record, which is Objects in the Rearview Mirror. Objects in the Rearview Mirror may appear closer than they are. Long title for a song. Ridiculously long. I don't know how. Listen, you can name a song whatever you want. I mean, I love It's the End of the World As We Know It, and I Feel Fine by R.E.M. is in my top 25 favorite songs of all time. And long titles don't bother me, except when they don't fit on my car screen on Spotify. Let's just put it that way. So I just want to put that out there. It's a really good ballad, though. It is really long. They did release a radio edit of it. But it feels a little dragged out at times, but I do enjoy it. It's a solid 6 out of 10 for me. Nothing too crazy, nothing too much, but it's not a bad song. It's there. And I do like it though. Wasted Youth with Jim Steinman. I forgot about this track going into Everything Louder Than Everything Else. I have to say, Jim Steinman's just like 2-minute monologue of like him, like just the guitarist Chuck Berry Red. And for those of you know what I'm talking about, good for you. Like the guitarist Chuck Berry Red. I go and smash the guitar. And damn it, Daddy, you've got a lot to learn about rock and roll. It's so iconic to me. Just Jim Steinman in his pure glory, like oozing with Jim Steinman everywhere, basically. It's not really a song though. I would just call it like a interlude of like him yelling and screaming, basically. Still good though, but it's not a song though, so I can't really rate it as a song. I'm giving it a solid 6 out of 10 for that one as well. Just because it's just the imagery in that and him screaming is just great. Then you get to Everything Louder Than Everything Else. Man, the guitar work, Meatloaf's vocals are incredible on this track. This is an 8 out of 10. Everything Louder Than Everything Else is an 8 out of 10 for me. I really like this track a lot more than I thought I would. Re-listening to it again, I listened to the sound like years ago now, and I went back to it for our stream tonight, and it's a solid track. Definitely 8 out of 10. Good Girls Go to Heaven, Bad Girls Go Everywhere. Kind of a repeat in a sense, sound-wise, for most of the songs on the record. I wouldn't go as far as to call it filler, but it is kind of just there, in my opinion. It's a solid, 6.5, 7 out of 10 for me. It's not bad. It's just, again, it's kind of like Objects in the Rearview Mirror. It's there. It's just not as prominent as the first 3 tracks, or as Wasted Youth going into Everything Louder Than Everything Else, or Out of the Frying Pan Into the Fire. There's a lot of like, it's not bad. It's just kind of there, but I like it overall. It's a solid 6.5 or 7 out of 10. The 2-minute instrumental of Back into Hell. Gotta love it. It's the kind of just there. I'm not gonna really rate that though, because it's just an instrumental of like just noise basically. But going into Lost Boys and Golden Girls though, really good track overall. Kind of a quieter, not saying quieter, but just a softer, quieter song to close out the record. 7 out of 10 for me. Nothing too crazy, nothing too ambitious, nothing too dramatic or too bombastic, operatic, nothing too crazy like that. But it's a good song though overall. Solid 7 out of 10 for me on there on Lost Boys and Golden Girls. Lost Boys and Golden Girls. Excuse me. Can I talk tonight? Maybe. Um,
Say that 3 times fast.
literally. No, because there's so many long titles on this album. I'm like, oh my god, what's happening? But no, overall, like it's funny going. It's funny. Bad Out of Hell to me is a masterpiece. The very first one, from '77. I love that record to death. It is one of, and I did hear it live completely when I saw Bat the Neverland Express. I heard the whole album live, and it was really something. I was crying. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually crying in the venue that I saw them at. And they hearing For Crying Out Loud and hearing like Bad Out of Hell and I Do Anything for Love and Life is a Lemon, all these songs live. I was crying a lot more than I thought I would be, but it was a beautiful show it's not Meatloaf, but it's still Caleb Johnson singing his Meatloaf songs though. But if you're looking for any Meatloaf music, just go see the Neverland Express. That's a really good. It's Meatloaf's band just without him there as a new singer. It's really really good touring. Truthfully, so going into this Bad Out of Hell 2, Back into Hell, I'm gonna rate this album at a solid 8.5 out of 10. There's the good songs are really good, but what weighs it down a little bit are the other tracks on here. Like It Just Won't Quit. It's good, but it doesn't hold up as much as I thought it would be. Or like Jim Steinman just screaming "Wasted Youth," and his whole monologue there. It did it add something to the record? No, but it's kind of just there. But overall, though, there are some really solid songs on here, such as "I Do Anything for Love," "Life Is a Lemon," "Rock and Roll Dreams" coming through. A lot of the harder edge songs on here are really solid, but the ballads didn't really deliver as much as I thought they would be. So I'll overall an 8.5 out of 10 for Bad Out of Hell is a 10 out of 10. Perfect album, start to finish. But this record, truthfully, to me, is a solid 8.5. It's not quite the 10 out of 10 that some people make it out to be. It was a commercial success, though, like we talked about. But this is a really solid, it's not Bad Out of Hell 3, thank God, because we wouldn't have to talk about that. That was really, Kyle and I talked about that at one point, just separately. But yeah, but Bad Out of Hell 2, Back into Hell, a solid 8.5 out of 10. It kind of brought back some nostalgia for me because I love a lot of these songs more than I thought I did. That's just me personally. But yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for me for Bad Out of Hell 2.